Good afternoon. When you are playing a game, you need to know where the boundaries are. There's lines painted on the field, or if you're playing on the playground, there's generally considered markers. That fence post, that tree over there, we're playing to that dugout right there. Wherever it might be, you want to know what the extents of the field are that you're playing on. Nations need to know the same thing. They want to know where their boundaries are. How far is it that we go? Communities, the same thing. Everybody has to have a boundary. Even at home, you have a boundary with your neighbor. This is how far I'm going to mow the lawn, and the rest of it is theirs. Even though they touch, I don't go past the extents of my yard. That's the way it is. We're always looking to set a boundary. Don't go further than this. Stay within these boundaries. Don't cross onto the other side, because we're looking for the limits to the extents of how far we are to go. Listen to Psalm 145, verse 3. Great is the Lord, and worthy of great praise, and there are no limits to the extent of His greatness. The psalm writer there is saying that when you think about how great God is, you can think beyond the boundaries that you might set for limits. This is how far my yard goes, but when it's talking about God's greatness, it goes even further. It goes further than you can imagine. It goes further than you can even think of in your mind. God's greatness is so great that its extents are limitless, that it doesn't even have boundaries. And what does this mean for you and for me? For you and me, the ones who have gone against God too many times, tried to set boundaries on God, stay out of this part of my life, or God, get involved, but don't get too involved. When we have set limits on God, His greatness still is beyond limit. His greatness has no extents and no limits. And what that means for you and for me is forgiveness and freedom and glory that come through what God has done for us in Jesus. And that comes to us, and its greatness is overflowing in us, so that every single day we can say, today is a great day. Every single day we can look at God and say, His greatness is in today, and it's overflowing in my life. No extents, no limits at all to God's greatness. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.